What is going on, fellow farmers? Welcome back to another episode of FS25 with your boy cjfarms. The last time that we were on Ponderosa, we had harvested some cotton, and we had actually sold our cotton harvester and the trailer for it because it just the money I was making and the trips I was making wasn't worth my time or my money. So today we're going to be prepping this field and field number 10 on the map there, as you guys can see. That 10 right there in the center, we'll be prepping that. So we're going to be prepping these fields for the next growth state. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate y'all tuning in. Subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that like button for me. Click that bell and click all so you don't miss any future content or live stream. So let's go ahead and get to mulching this, because I put a work on this yesterday and they did not finish it. I don't know why he didn't finish it. Let's unlock that speed so I'll get it going a little bit quicker. I don't know why the worker didn't finish it, but they didn't. They went to the center of the field here, as you can see. They just kind of went to the center. I don't know why they do that. It is currently 5:01 in the morning, and I'm recording an episode. So I have enough time. When I get up at 4:30 in the morning, it gives me enough time to come in here and record an episode. And then I usually quit recording around like 5:20, 5:15, 5:20, and then I'll get my kids up around 5:45 for school. So, all right, I just want to get this done as quick as I possibly can. I hope you guys are enjoying the content here on the channel. I've been trying to put out as much as I can on CJ Farms, and for those who are patrons, I do apologize for the lack of content over there. I just haven't had time to do it. But today, when I get home from dialysis, I will be focusing on putting content on criminal justice and the Patreon, so we'll be taking care of that. But we're going to get these fields prepped, guys, and get it ready for the next growth state. I'm not sure what we're planting yet. I haven't looked at the prices. It's probably going to be soybean. I don't just plant, like I've said before, I don't just plant any crop. I plant what's going to pay the most at that time. So if it's soybean, then we'll plant soybean. If it's corn, we'll plant corn. But more than likely, it's probably going to be soybean. Because soybeans been paying us the most lately, and so that's probably what we'll plant, because I want to plant what's going to make us the most money, and that's the main focus right now, is making money. Even though we're over $1 million, I still want to make money. And then once we prep these fields and we get them prepped and ready to plant on, then we plant. Once we plant everything, is what I'm trying to say, on both fields. And what I will do at that point is we will go over and we'll start cutting down more trees, either on this side or I'd like to start on that side there, so we'll probably start on that side, but we're going to have to buy some land so that we own the land over there. Because if we own the land, here's the thing, if we own the land, and I learned this the hard way a few months back, if we own the land, we can cut down trees and we can work on that part of the land. However, if you do not own that part of the land, you cannot get the wood chips off the ground. And I learned that the hard way on a different map. I remember it was on this different map for the patrons, and I kept trying. I was able to cut all the trees down on that one piece of land, but I could not get the wood chips off the ground. I was thinking, why in the world can I not pick up the wood chips? Like, I bought a telehandler, I bought a front loader, I bought a wheel loader, and I couldn't. I was like, maybe it was the machines. And no matter what I bought, I could not pick up those wood chips to save my life. So then I got to thinking about it, and I think I was watching an episode of Farm Sim on maybe it was DJ Goham or something like that. And he had mentioned something about you can't pick up wood chips unless you own the land, and it clicked. And I was like, why didn't I think of that? Because I knew that before. I'd already known that. I just don't know why I didn't think of that. Like, I don't know. Sometimes we have brain farts and we can't always. I thought I missed a piece. Like, I thought I missed something over here a while ago. I thought I did. Every time it does this, the way I have to get the tire tracks to stop is I will set the tire tracks to 0%, and I'll have to exit the game and come back in. And I have to do it like that every time. And I don't know why it's like that, but they really need to fix that, because that is going to bug me. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to finish mulching this field. I'm going to go over mulch the other one. When I'm done, I will bring you all back into the video. So I got a worker on the other field, on field 10, mulching it right now. We're cultivating this field as of right now, and I just realized I was recording this whole half of the field right here, and I have my record button on, but I did not have my microphone on. So I pulled a Jeffrey Gamer. Oh, it's not really Jeffrey that just does it. It's a lot of us content creators. A lot of times we'll hit that record button, and I'll look over, and my mic will not be on because everything is operated through my Stream Deck. So when I mute my mic or unmute it, it's through my Stream Deck or, game audio. Like I can go like this and cut the game audio. See, now you hear no game audio. And I turn it back on, you got the game audio, right? So everything's operated through my Stream Deck. So I got to remember, because a lot, every time that, I cut into the video and I'm like, hey guys, I'll do this and I'll bring you back in the video. As soon as I do that, I cut my mic off so it doesn't pick up any background noise. And then sometimes I'll just forget to turn that mic back on, and I don't know why I do that, but it's just something that content creators go through, man. We forget to turn that microphone back on, and I've done it so many times. I remember I recorded an episode of LSPDFR one time, and I went through the whole thing. It was going to be such a good episode, and I was talking on some good points on that video, and looked down at the end of the video and realized my microphone was off. And, it irritated me so bad. I've even done it on FarmSim a handful of times on FarmSim. I'll be doing a video, and just like a while ago, I did it again. I looked down, and my microphone was cut off. It was just cut off. I was talking the whole time, yapping away, and I realized my microphone was off of my Stream Deck. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, man. I cannot believe I just did that. So, anyway, it gives me something else to talk about with you guys, because I like, when I start recording these videos, I like to make sure that I have a nice little topic to talk about with you guys. That way you're not just like, it's not silence like this. Because when you watch those types of videos, unless they're like a time-lapse video or something like that, it can get pretty boring just watching somebody farm and not listening to them talk. And people love those who are charismatic, They love to hear people that have good charisma, and I would like to think I do have pretty good charisma, talking on these videos and stuff. And one of the biggest compliments I ever got from another YouTuber was Mike from the Blue Line Vibes channel. Mike from the Blue Line Vibes channel is what I'm trying to say. And one of the best compliments he ever gave me was, because I've always told him, I was like, man, I learned everything I know about modding from Mike and from the Blue Line Vibes channel. And I told him one time, I was like, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. And he's like, no, CJ. He's like, you would have been fine. He said, you could have done this without me. He said, because you're very charismatic and you know how to talk to the audience. And that's a huge compliment coming from one of your heroes. You know what I mean? When you look up to all these people out here who do YouTube, and you want to do things like they do, and then you start doing content, and they pass you a compliment like that, it's so huge and it means so much. And to me, when he said that, man, it made my day, and made me, I believe, even more charismatic than I already was. And it just excited me when he said that, because when you idolize people, or you look up to, I wouldn't say idolize, it's a bad way of putting it, but when you look up to people, right? Like me, for example, like Mike from the Blue Line Vibes channel, when I look up to him. So him passing me that compliment was just huge. It was huge, and it just completely made my day. But we are going to finish, I don't know if I have time to go on with the video, because it's already, yeah, I do have to cut the video here because it's 5:31. But before I do, I want to go over and check on my other guy here. All right, so he's still working on this field. Looks like he's getting everything. So he's getting that field. But that's going to do it for this episode of FS25, guys. I'm sorry I have to have time to edit the video and post it this morning before I take off, because I do have dialysis. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I promise I'll try to remember to leave my mic on from now on when I'm talking. But that's going to do it, everyone. Subscribe if you're new. Smash that like button for me. Click that bell and click all, so you never miss any future content or live streams. Next time on the episode here, guys, we'll finish prepping these fields and get ready to plant our next cycle and make some more money, because that's what it's all about, making money. I love you guys so much. Until next time, this is CJ Farms, and one crop at a time, we are helping America grow. I will see you all in the next video. God bless you guys. Have an amazing day.